Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nah, not a big uh-oh. It's an annoyance uh-oh. This is my this was my mother-in-law's car that we brought back to haul a bunch of stuff back when she passed away. And it's been a pretty good little car. We decided to keep it. It only had 30,000 miles, 35,000 miles on it. So it's kind of our weekend car, so to speak. So I take my car, Jackie takes her, my wife takes her car. But anyway, the annoyance is ever since we've had this here, I mean, it takes me a while to get through the skull of mine that you need to do something. Well, since winter and fall's coming on, it's like, okay, let's do something now. So it's had a slow leak, and when I mean a slow leak, it's like in a week it'll lose 3 pounds of air, and pretty soon the little thing on the dash comes up. So I thought, got the day off today. I've been doing some more staining, taking off a little time, and decided I'd fix this. And lo and behold, it's just those stupid little things that just cause me irritation. So we's gonna fix it. Now, I know most of you guys have plug kits and stuff, but I'll tell you what, I've had many a plug kit, and I ran onto this one. It's called Blackjack Tire Repair, blackjacktirerepair.com. And when you open it up, it gives you, of course, the little things there, instructions if you need them. But I'll tell you, this is a nice kit. Look at, let me get my camera situated here. Look at the pick on this thing, the handle. That's a handle. It's just really handle with the plug kit. Now, this comes with lube. Comes with, we have industrial plugs and we have regular plugs. This to me looks like it could use a regular plug. I've kind of just been doing using the big plugs on everything just because I didn't want them to fail. But this is a pretty small nail. Oh, doggy. So we're going to pull it out and we're going to see if we can. I have yet to have to order for those of you who've never done this, you run that patch into the, I call it the placer, I don't know. You run it in there so far. Now, they tell you to run a little, I put a little lube on the metal, kind of helps it go in. Seat, set that aside, put the little bit of lube on this thing. I think this is the, all right, so now we're ready to try to pull her out. It's probably going to make a little bit of noise. Get the dikes first, see if I can get a hold of it, which means I'm going to have to get up. Ugh. Ugh. And there it is. That looks like a finish nail from someplace. So we're going to take this thing, you run it in. kind of do that. Grab your plug. Put it in about that far. Give it a quick pull. I gotta lean this up somewhere here. Alrighty, now clean off your deal for the next time. Get all the gunk off of it so it slides. Keeping good tools clean is the key. I'm going to clean our hole maker. Comes in a nice little kit. Like I said, blackjackrepair.com. It's just kind of, look at there. No idea. It's been in there a little while though. So I let it sit for just a minute. I get a knife and we just kind of saw off the excess. Kind of leaves a deal just like that. So we'll check the air, we'll air it up. Put it back on, we'll see if that helps with the situation. See my air. 27, I think it's supposed to have 35. Tell you what, it's always nice to make sure. And tire front 33. Huh. Go figure. Back in the good old days, we used to just pay attention to what the tire was, and that's what we put in it. The little tiny compressor. This little sucker is I just leave it plugged in all the time. Very nice little compressor. It's going to be used on the nailer gun downstairs when I put the finish work up. I found out it can run it, so that's good. So and there we go. So hopefully that little bit of annoyance will be taken care of now for a little while. Alrighty, we're gonna try to stick this back on. Like so. Since I'm not using the impact, I just happen to think those were easy to occupy. Right, or they were right there on the drawer, so I was like, why not also get the torque wrench while I'm down there. There are certain things that I will buy at Harbor Freight. Pittsburgh tools. Here's actually a good instance. This is a huge Mama Honkin breaker bar, and to getting for loosening up tires, you can't beat it. It does an excellent job. And quite frankly, Pittsburgh tools, the way Craftsman has kind of gone by the wayside, you kind of like Pittsburgh. You go into Harbor Freight, which I have, you say broke, they go, we'll get you a new one, and that's all right. I mean, if they're going to replace them, then I think that's a good value myself. You could buy a snap-on, they'll do the same thing, but you're paying a lot more for a snap-on tool than you are. Now, one thing I do that I don't see very many people do, but a guy told me to do this one time, and I've done it. What that does is that sets the tire, and then you go back and hit it again. So you get a little more out of them. Alrighty, now I'm gonna lower it, and now we gotta find the torque on this thing, and I'm gonna guess torque on a tire probably 75, 80 pounds. That's kind of what I said. What did I say, 75? So, if you don't have a good torque wrench, that is one thing that I was kind of starting on in here talking about Pittsburgh tools, but this is a snap-on torque wrench. It goes up to it goes up to 200 pounds. I bought this used, and I almost forgot what I said this was, 80, right? Get to your 80, lock the ring in. These are aluminum rims, so that means we will be doing this again after I drive it. So go there, go there. Didn't hear it click yet. So I'm getting about a quarter turn off all these again. Now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. Loosen it, because you're never supposed to keep a torque wrench, what they call engaged. It ruins the ability to be accurate. This, when I got this one, I have an old dial. I have an old dial one inside. So when I got that snap-on torque wrench, I checked it with my needle one, and it was right on the nuts. So that's good to know. And you check it periodically, but so yeah, very nice. It's nice to have that done. Won't have to be bothered with it now, hopefully leaking. They actually said that they had that problem with the tire leaking air when it was in New York, so I'm guessing that was picked up in New York. And you know, we drove it all the way back here, which is what, 1,500 miles, something like that. Never gave us any trouble, of course. You know, in a week's time, in 2 days, it wasn't going to go down that far to be a problem. So anyway, guys, there you go. Just basically my plugs, and how and why I like them so much is they work really well. But yeah. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for stopping by again. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.